Very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, how you doing? For those that weren't involved today, if you'd like to come in from the orangery, I know it's lovely, it's an orangery, it's a lovely word, but come inside here, just outside, because we're going to try to make this quite entertaining. I don't know what your affiliations are with various people, these two. What are they doing, studio? I don't know, they're just like eating chips randomly. They went to eating together. It's got comedy banter already over here. Ladies and gentlemen, what's going to happen is, it is the official Apprentice debrief. So I don't know what your affiliations are with these guys, but perhaps if there's someone you really like, oh, I hope they win, you can get behind them. If there's someone I think, well, I know they're super competitive, I hope they lose, you can do that as well, okay? So, it is going to be a proper Apprentice debrief. It was a buying task. So they went out with a shopping list and they had to buy certain items from a shopping list. Simple as that. Now, as you can see, we have lots of items spread out on the table here. We will go through those items, look at the quality. Maybe I'll come up to some of the people in the audience and say, what do you think of the quality of this? You can say a load of old rubbish if the person there is somebody you want to, yeah, I'm going to get them back for something. So there you go. So, guys, thank you. Can we lose the music, please? This is where it gets serious, teams. Only one team will be hired. For what, I do not know, but you will be hired, you'll win a nice prize. That's the main thing, think of the prize. So, our first team, ladies and gentlemen, this is how it's going to work. We're going to get them up team by team. We'll talk them through their day. I may have some questions for the project managers. Sorry guys, I keep turning them back on YouTube. Randomly there. Stand over there, go on guys. Oh, okay, they're already talking, So, the idea is we'll get you one at a time, each team. You'll all come up to the front. We'll look at some slides of your experience. There will be some questions from me. Then we'll look more closely at the items themselves. We'll do that for all 5 teams. And then will be the pivotal, the important moment. We'll have the project managers up at the front. I'll do that. It's some very important walking around, pacing up and down, scratching in my chin before, let's just say, saying you're hired or not. So here we go, guys. So, can we have a round of applause for our first team? We're going to firstly be introduced to Team Sherpa. Team Sherpa, yes. Yeah, it's those two again. It's all about those guys. Come and join me over here, boys. There we go. Now, there's Team Sherpa, fresh face, ready to go, before they literally got into their taxi. As you can see, they're 3 down because people obviously have things to do, trains to catch, etc. But there they go. That was at the start of the event before they got into a cab. For those that are still wondering what was going on, there was an actual taxi driver who took them around. They had certain places to go. It was all based on an iPad as well. There were checkpoints and clues about what they were supposed to be getting on the iPads themselves. So, gentlemen, first and foremost, if you'd like to come forward, who's going to be the main sort of spokesperson for your team? There we go, I think you've been there we go. So there's a lot of resentment in this team. The project manager abandoned them. Please tell us, is this tugging at the heartstrings already? What went wrong, what happened, why are you so upset at this moment?
She just had no clue how to spend money.
She just doesn't have a clue how to spend money. You've alienated about 50% of the room here already. So, so what went wrong? So what happened?
Who said anything went wrong?
Oh, he's talking now, go on then. Yeah, what? Oh, right, so you think it was a success?
No, I'm not saying it was, but I don't know anyone saying it wasn't a success.
Okay, so sort of somewhere in the middle.
I'd say in the middle, yeah.
Where did you go? Where was this, your main sort of place that you went?
Windsor, Eton, Windsor, back to Eton, back to Windsor.
Over the bridge. It's a lovely bridge though. I hope you weren't loitering, you were supposed to be doing things. Okay. So, do you think there were some star performers in your team that actually did some good negotiating? What was the best thing you negotiated? Oh, you didn't negotiate, you just say, okay. What was the best thing you did today?
I did try to nick that thing from the pub, but she wasn't having that. She wasn't having that.
Blimey, do you think this sounds like a winning team, guys, already? What do you think so far? It sounds like a bit of a... So you're basically passing the buck. If you don't win, it was the other lot's fault.
Yeah, but if we did win, it was ours.
Absolutely. We know where this team is coming from. Okay. What we're going to do, each team, once we've had a little chat with them, we sort of gauge the sort of the vibe, the feeling of the team. We're going to look at a couple of slides, which were a little reminder of what you've been doing. So let's have a look. So, a couple of the slides. Now... A lot of the task work get certain items, and there are clues, and there was obvious places to go and get them. Now, Lakeland is a great place to go if you want to get a golden fountain ice pen. Yeah, for a bit of ice. If those that do baking and decorating will know about these things.
Exhibit A.
Now, Exhibit A. But you're also supposed to take a nice photo, be creative about it with the ice pen. Guys, you took a photo of Lakeland's shop front.
4 photos. We took 4 photos.
Okay, that's the only one we got.
Well, the technology's let us down too.
Oh, he's blaming the technology. He's blaming the technology. It's easy, it's easy, it's easy. It's true. Do you believe these guys? Or did they just do a shot of Lakeland? Yeah, exactly. Bring the iPad, we haven't got time, we haven't got time. Move on. Okay, there we are now. Hang on a minute. Now, the leaning cafe. This is one of the tasks, there were sort of subsidiary tasks for points. Literally you're leaning. What I particularly like about this, and I'm glad you're here, because you're the man, it is the catalogue pose in your pushing the chair, and again, in man at the back, it's like non-catalogue pose, just sort of at the back. That's a beautiful recreation, very good indeed. So, couple of like examples of what you were doing. There's your other team, but now, this is the important thing. Let's have a look at the items. Here we go. So, over here. Now, this is a jacket, supposed to be fit for the catwalk. There's £75, by the way, okay? In your favour, you came back with the most money. Around 49 quid. So they spent about 25 quid on this, okay? 1 jacket, a Windsor Knot beer, that was one of the tasks. It was Windsor Knot, so it was a bit of a cryptic one. Not a Windsor Knot tie, a Windsor Knot bottle of beer. They got the ice pen, and there was a little thing about a boat trip. And also you had to get a little sort of a tag, like a pet tag with your team number or 10 on it, as to the 10 years. Helium balloons, there were loads around the room. And something to do, they're gone, something to do with Windsor and the castle. They've got a lovely little snow globe. So that, who actually found that? Who found that? Because that's good. Very big, proud of your snow globe. Okay, very good. Absolutely. Now, the criteria for this has to fit a team member. So, to get the full points, to get the bonus points, this has to fit a team member. So here we go. There we go. There we go. It's more like a jerkin at the moment. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. I'll tell you what. He's very Jean-Paul Gaultier, Milan 2005. You could probably get away with that in Shoreditch, but there you go. But we'll accept that. He's put it on. Very good indeed. But still helping him off.
I think it looked better over the shoulders.
It looked better over the shoulder. So, let's try and summarise what has gone on with this team. There seems to be a lot of like, we've been abandoned, it's just us 2 left. But in your favour, you had money, they had the most money, come back. In your favour, you have a snow globe. In your favour, you managed to get a very tight-fitting jacket onto your frame. And in your favour, you have the Windsor Knot beer, which some of the teams didn't. So there'll be a lot of comparison coming up as you're the first team. You sort of get away with things a little bit. So, overall, a good performance. Are you the team going to be hired? We shall see. Do you think they're going to be hired, ladies and gentlemen? Yes. No. You're not sure. Of course you're going to say no. Okay. So, Team Sherpa, round of applause. Back to them. Thank you very much. So, in a way, they get off lightly, because now there's